Did you know that by reading for at least 20 minutes every day, we're making our brain activity go higher? Just like when you're playing a sport, your brain activity jumps when you're reading. If you do this for a little bit every day, it helps you in your future. Crazy, right? I think that everyone should be reading for at least 20 minutes every day. And when I say reading, I don't mean reading a history book for class. I mean reading something that you enjoy, like a newspaper article about your favorite team or a book from your favorite genre. Not everybody has a passion for reading, and that's completely fine. But I do think that you need to have a passion for learning. And by reading, you're totally going to have a passion for learning. With reading, you're really learning about new things, and it makes you want to learn more about them. Like when I'm reading a book about a mental illness, I want to go learn more about it and read more books about it. Or if I'm reading a book with equality as one of the main subjects, normally I'm going to go want to go read more about equality. It also helps me want to go to new places. I've read a book about Paris, France, and now that's all I want to do. I want to go to Paris in my future. It also helps you want to learn more when you go to school. And normally, if you read a book about history, you're gonna want to learn more about that period, so you're gonna pay attention in history class. Crazy, right? Another thing that it helps is our spelling and our grammar. Crazy when I say this, right? But not our generation doesn't necessarily have the best spelling and grammar skills. This is because we have a lot of technology and because that helps us, like spell check. However, when I'm writing a paper, I notice that spell check sometimes gets things wrong, and I have to change it myself. Another thing that it helps is our vocab. When we're reading, we're learning new words and new meanings of words. And this is one of my favorite things about it because I never thought that I'd use a name in a sentence, but I use it all the time now. Another thing that it helps is our brain activity. Like I said before, your brain activity goes up when you're reading. Crazy, right? It actually helps our memory too. Did you know that when you're reading, you're actually decreasing your chances of getting the Alzheimer's disease? Crazy, right? But it's true. Our memory is working the entire time while we're reading. And it's not just storing the knowledge that we're learning right now in our brain, it's actually using the knowledge that we already know. It's going all the time and it's always helping us. Another thing that it helps is our stress level. Normally, we're pretty stressed out because we're teenagers. It actually Your stress level actually goes down when you're reading because you're not stressing about stuff for class or for your game. You're worried about what's going to happen to the character on the next page. And normally that makes you pretty happy. Which leads me into my next point. Your mood. Your mood changes when you're reading because you're not worrying about your own life. You're worrying about what's going to happen on the next page to that character. It's all stuff that makes your brain think more. And I know, like I said, reading isn't the most exciting thing, but you should be excited about it because you're going to use it for the rest of your life. If you start now, you're going to have a better chance of reading in your future, and that's going to help you for the rest of your life. I think that people should be reading for a little bit every day.